This is a True Crime in Real Time update from True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers podcast.
I'm Tony Brueski, and what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about the glitzy world of entertainment, where fame and fortune hide more than just secrets. They harbor conspiracies. Jamie Foxx has broken his silence, and what he said isn't just shocking. It's potentially explosive. During his recent Netflix comedy special tapings, Foxx allegedly made one of the boldest claims of his career, pointing a finger at Sean Diddy Combs for his mysterious hospitalization last year and suggesting FBI involvement. Let's start with the facts. Foxx's hospitalization in April 2023 raised eyebrows from the start. A vague announcement from his daughter called it a medical complication. No details, no follow-ups. Months passed without a word, and the mystery deepened. Now, Foxx has seemingly decided the time is ripe to share what really happened, or at least his version of it, during 3 nights of tapings in Atlanta earlier this month. The special, What Had Happened Was. What's interesting, though, is that everyone who attended walked away with wildly different interpretations of the same event. Was Foxx telling jokes? Was it a confession wrapped in humor? Or was it an elaborate ploy to keep the audience guessing? Eyewitness, choke no joke, a videographer, says Foxx didn't hold back. According to Choke, Foxx directly blamed Diddy for what happened and admitted to calling the FBI on the music mogul. A bold statement, if true. Choke insists he wasn't joking. I know comedy setups, and this was no punchline. And just like that, we're in the thick of something bigger than we imagined, because if Foxx wasn't playing around, the implications are massive. Now, here's where it gets even more surreal. Other attendees from the same event, like celebrity bodyguard Big Homie CC, are backing Choke's account, claiming Foxx was dead serious. But not everyone agrees. Another eyewitness, Dennis L.A. White, recalls Foxx downplaying the whole situation, joking that if Diddy were truly responsible, I'd be dead. The split in these accounts is both intriguing and confusing, creating more questions than answers. Did Foxx drop a bombshell on stage, or was this just another example of a comedian playing with fire? As this story unfolds, Foxx's timing has raised more than a few eyebrows. Diddy's world is currently crumbling. Facing RICO charges and trafficking allegations, he's been denied bail and remains behind bars in Brooklyn. And wouldn't you know it, Foxx suddenly reappears in public for the first time in months, courtside at a Dallas Cowboys game just days after Diddy's arrest. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe not. Either way, the timing is suspicious enough to spark a storm of speculation. Diddy's camp, unsurprisingly, has dismissed the allegations, calling them ridiculous, outlandish, and baseless. They've made it clear that these claims are nothing more than fiction. Still, that hasn't stopped the rumor mill. And Foxx's decision to address Diddy in his comedy special, whether through jokes or truth, only adds fuel to the fire. It leaves us wondering, what's really going on between these two? Adding yet another twist, former associates of Diddy are now coming out of the woodwork, offering bizarre claims that link Diddy to a string of health-related incidents involving other celebrities. Freddie P., a former member of Da Band, alleges that Diddy has a history of medical warfare, pointing to Justin Bieber's facial paralysis, the sudden death of Kim Porter, and even Foxx's near-fatal health scare as part of a pattern. Wild accusations? Absolutely, but in today's world, with conspiracy theories spreading like wildfire, it's easy to see how they gain traction. Let's zoom out for a second. There's a psychological question hanging in the air. What motivates a public figure like Foxx to make such statements, or jokes, about a fellow celebrity, especially one as influential and controversial as Diddy? If these were jokes, was Foxx testing boundaries? Or was this his way of venting long-held frustrations? On the flip side, if the allegations are true, then we're dealing with something far more sinister. A tale of manipulation, power, and betrayal at the highest level. The narrative thickens with whispers that Fox's sudden disappearance from the public eye was no accident. Some believe he intentionally laid low, fearing retaliation from Diddy, and only resurfaced once the mogul was behind bars. If true, it suggests a calculated move on Fox's part, one designed to hit back when his adversary was most vulnerable. But is that the real story? Or is this all part of a larger performance? One where the lines between truth and comedy blur beyond recognition? Diddy's legal troubles certainly complicate matters. Arrested in September on serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering, he now finds himself in a fight for his life. Prosecutors allege that Diddy's abusive behavior spanned years, with accusations of coercion, emotional manipulation, and violence. The charges paint a disturbing picture of a man who wielded his power over others with little regard for the consequences. And now, as these legal battles play out, Fox's statements have added a new layer to an already complicated case. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time we've seen celebrity friendships dissolve in spectacular fashion. The entertainment world is full of broken alliances, betrayals, and public feuds, but this one feels different. Because it isn't just about hurt feelings or bruised egos, it's about power, influence, and the lengths people will go to protect their image. And in this case, it seems that both Fox and Diddy are playing a high-stakes game, with the court of public opinion watching their every move. So, where does that leave us? With a lot of unanswered questions, was Jamie Foxx's hospitalization the result of foul play, as some suggest? Did he really call the FBI on Diddy, or is this all part of an elaborate joke that's being taken way too seriously? And if it's the latter, what does it say about the world we live in, where even a joke can spiral into a full-blown controversy? For now, all we can do is wait for the release of Fox's special and see how much of this story makes it to the final cut. Until then, the speculation will continue and the questions will linger. Was it comedy? Was it a confession? Or was it something in between? A carefully crafted performance designed to keep us all guessing? Jamie Foxx's allegations, whether a joke or not, didn't emerge in a vacuum. They come at a pivotal moment in Diddy's life as the once untouchable music mogul faces charges that threaten to dismantle his empire. For over a decade, whispers about Diddy's alleged dark side, rumors of manipulation, abuse, and corruption, have circulated in entertainment circles. Some dismiss these stories as gossip, but with Diddy now behind bars and Fox's comments bringing new attention, a disturbing pattern begins to emerge. Understanding the dynamics between Fox and Diddy requires a look back at their intertwined history. These two giants of the entertainment industry have moved in the same elite circles for years, often appearing together at events. On the surface, they seemed like friends, sharing jokes, enjoying the spotlight. But celebrity friendships can be complicated, and their interactions may have masked deeper tensions that remained hidden from public view. What motivates someone like Fox to take the stage and allegedly accuse Diddy of something so grave? Psychologists often discuss interpersonal boundary testing, a behavior seen when individuals who feel powerless attempt to regain control by pushing societal limits. It's possible that Fox, after months of silence and speculation about his health, felt compelled to use humor or insinuation as a form of catharsis, a way to process whatever personal trauma he may have endured. Conversely, Fox's remarks may reflect the pressure that comes with being a public figure. When someone lives in the limelight for decades, controlling the narrative becomes a survival skill. If Fox genuinely believes Diddy played a role in his hospitalization, speaking about it publicly, whether veiled in humor or not, may have been his only way to reclaim his story. On the other hand, if the comments were purely comedic, then Fox is playing with the complex psychology of the audience, forcing them to grapple with the blurred boundaries between truth and performance. Diddy's alleged involvement in Fox's hospitalization isn't just a bizarre celebrity rumor. It taps into the psychological theories around gaslighting and power imbalances. For years, Diddy has been the subject of multiple allegations of coercive behavior, both personal and professional. When someone in power uses manipulation and control to silence others, It creates an atmosphere of fear and dependency. If Foxx was indeed one of Diddy's targets, as suggested by Freddie P. and others, his sudden candor could be a symptom of breaking free from that toxic dynamic. It's worth noting that Diddy's arrest has brought forward more than just allegations of business-related misconduct. Reports accuse him of emotional abuse, physical coercion, and even trafficking, behaviors that reflect a deep-seated need for dominance. Individuals like Diddy often project invulnerability, but behind the public facade lies an insatiable hunger for control, fueled by years of unchecked power. This psychological pattern, where the desire to dominate manifests in abusive behavior, aligns with the accusations now being leveled against him. The timing of Foxx's public reappearance also speaks volumes. Emerging from the shadows right after Diddy's incarceration, Foxx sent an unspoken message. He is no longer under anyone's control. It's a powerful statement for a man who spent months shrouded in silence following a medical emergency. This sudden re-entry into the spotlight, with Diddy as the focus of his jokes, suggests a deliberate act of reclaiming his narrative. But was it calculated or simply coincidental? Public perception plays a crucial role in this unfolding drama. Audiences often project their own biases onto celebrity narratives, especially in cases involving larger-than-life figures like Diddy and Foxx. With Diddy already facing serious legal charges, it's easy for the public to connect the dots and assume Foxx's claims or jokes hold a grain of truth. In a culture obsessed with scandal and conspiracy, even the slightest hint of controversy becomes fuel for speculation. Then there's the question of accountability. If Diddy's actions have harmed others, either directly or indirectly, should those affected remain silent? Foxx's alleged decision to call the FBI on Diddy, whether real or not, introduces an important psychological concept: the need for justice. Victims of power imbalances often struggle with feelings of helplessness, but taking action, even symbolically, can be a way of reclaiming agency. If Foxx did contact federal authorities, it suggests a man tired of living in fear and determined to seek accountability. This narrative also highlights the entertainment industry's dark side, where power, privilege, and silence often intersect. Hollywood has long been a breeding ground for manipulation and abuse, with public figures using their influence to protect their image at all costs. The allegations against Diddy, combined with Foxx's recent comments, shed light on the toxic undercurrents that run beneath the industry's glamorous surface. It forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Success and wealth don't exempt anyone from being victims or perpetrators of abuse. The fallout from Foxx's remarks is far from over. Whether his comments were intended as satire or a serious accusation, they've reignited public interest in Diddy's case and drawn new attention to the complexities of celebrity relationships. As Foxx's Netflix special prepares for release, audiences are left to wonder how much of this story will be addressed and how much will remain unsaid. And in the end, we're left with more questions than answers. Was Foxx's hospitalization a result of foul play, or was it merely a medical complication blown out of proportion by rumors? Did Foxx truly contact the FBI, or was that a fabrication? And most importantly, what does this saga reveal about the power dynamics that shape the lives of the rich and famous? This story serves as a reminder that even in the world of entertainment, where appearances are carefully curated, the truth can be stranger than fiction. As the public waits to see how this drama unfolds, one thing is certain: the line between comedy and reality has never been thinner. I'm Tony Brueski. If you want to stay up to date on this case and others we cover, be sure to subscribe.
In a world where the darkest secrets lie just beneath the surface,
They said it was an accident, but the evidence says otherwise.
where hidden killers roam unnoticed in the shadows.
I think you would definitely be looking at a blend of toxic, very bad narcissistic personality traits, and they will be vengeful and possibly resort to violence.
Join Tony Brueski as he uncovers the truth behind the most chilling cases.
They said it was an accident, but the evidence clearly says otherwise.
Each episode, we dig deep into the minds of those who commit the unthinkable.
To your point on narcissism, he thinks in his own mind how witty he is.
Yeah.
But he lost that jury. I was done with him in 2 minutes.
From unsolved mysteries to infamous crimes.
Geez, you've just talked about how you've taught yourself how to do everything under the sun. I bet you did a YouTube video, how to best kill somebody with a knife.
Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski takes you where few dare to go.
How does someone with such a dark secret go unnoticed for so long?
With multiple new episodes every single day.
We're not just telling stories, we're seeking justice.
Listen now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski.